How's it going, boxing fans? This is Liberal 185 right here. This is my take on the upcoming Paul Williams versus Kermit Cintron fight on May 8th, which is the Saturday after Mayweather-Mosley. They're going to show the replay, and if you can, sit down on HBO and watch this really good fight. It's going to be at 154 pounds. Paul fought a couple of fights at middleweight, and Kermit Cintron has been campaigning at 154. But right now, this fight's going to be 154, which I think is a fair weight. It's not fair for Kermit Cintron to go up to 160, and Paul showing that he can still make 154. And I don't think he's going to have any problems making that weight. I'm pretty sure he's still going to have his power and all that. Let's just give a preview on what's happened recently with both fighters. As many of you know, Paul Williams just went through a pretty tough and I guess controversial fight with Sergio Martinez from Argentina, who is now actually he beat the man that Paul Williams wanted to fight. Martinez is now the WBO Ring Magazine middleweight champion of the world. So of course, since he didn't get the fight with Martinez, he opted for Kermit Cintron, but hopefully that rematch between Williams and Martinez happens. But anyways, I digress. Paul Williams, welterweight titleist, got beat by Carson but then knocked him out in the next round, in the first round of the next fight. Beat Vernon Phillips for the interim WBO light middleweight title in 2008. Moved up to middleweight to beat Winky Wright, and then fought Martinez. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this fight already, the Martinez fight. And we saw that someone with slick and really good boxing skills can give Williams a good fight, as did Quintana a couple of years earlier. So I think Cintron's going to be looking at that fight. Here's the problem, though. Cintron's not Martinez, nor is he Carlos Quintana. And that's going to be the problem with Cintron. And hopefully he's not going to be relying on power, because Paul Williams does have a decent chin. He doesn't have a, grand stone chin, but he can take punches, and I hope that Cintron isn't relying just on power. And as y'all know, Paul Williams has only lost one fight, and that was Carlos Quintana, but he avenged it with the first round knockout. And as all of you know as well, he has the reach of a heavyweight practically, and that's what makes him such a dangerous fighter. And some will say that he's kind of one-dimensional, which I don't think he is. I will admit that he kind of walks in straight lines, doesn't really use the ring to his advantage, leaves himself open with those wide-ass open shots, but because they come in at different angles, that's what makes him a difficult fighter. And that's what Cintron needs to look at. And now I'm just going to take a look at Kermit Cintron real quick. He's coming off two really good wins. Now, to be fair, I've only seen two fights of Kermit Cintron. I've only seen the Antonio Margarito fight, in which he lost by KO in the 6th round. It was a rematch, actually. And I saw the fight with Anfred Angulo, which he outboxed him to a decision. That was a good fight. I saw Cintron. That's what he needs to do. Of course, use power. You always need to, especially a hard puncher, Puerto Rican like Cintron, but he can't rely on power this whole fight. He showed exceptional boxing skills in that fight against Angulo, and I hope he's going to bring those skills into this fight with Paul Williams. From what I heard, the Martinez fight was really controversial. He was knocked out, but then he pleaded for the referee, and he went past the 10 count, but the ref still allowed him to continue, and then ended up being a majority decision draw. And from what I heard, it was Martinez's fight in the bag, and they robbed him. But like I said, he's 32-2, 28 coming by way of KO, so we know he's a hard puncher. In the Margarito fight that I saw in the rematch, Margarito walked through some really big punches, and Margarito kept coming, and he put a butt whipping on Cintron. But again, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but after what happened with Margarito and his gloves, I don't know what he had in that gloves that night against Margarito. He was laying a good old-fashioned punching butt whipping on Cintron. Left hand to the body, he's done. KO in the 6th round. And obviously I wasn't impressed in that fight, but then I saw him in the Angulo, and that's what I hope to see against Paul Williams. Now, it's a good style of matchups because, like I said, Paul Williams, he obviously he does rely on power, but he's a really good volume puncher. And that's pretty much, I don't see that's, well, no, that's not all he has. No, that's wrong of me. But that's going to be the thing he's going to rely on. He is a powerful and aggressive fighter, of course, with his height, range, and wide span of a heavyweight. But think that Williams is going to take this fight by mid-fight stoppage. And maybe if Cintron has the heart, and I guess, like I say, if he's going to fight safe and smart, I mean, maybe it'll go into the late rounds and he'll get stopped there, or maybe he'll just lose a decision. But I do think Paul Williams will emerge the winner of this fight. I don't think Cintron can give as much trouble as Martinez did to Williams. But again, like I said, Cintron can't go into that fight thinking power, because Williams did take a lot of punches from Martinez, and he did take some punches from Margarito. Williams also fought Margarito, and many say that Margarito lost the fight because he started slow in the early rounds. But I never saw Williams stunned in that fight. Of course, he got hurt by some punches, but he has a good chin. He can take a hit. Albeit with when Martinez dropped him in the first round of their fight, but nonetheless, it's a good matchup of styles. It's gonna be a really exciting fight. I hope you catch it. I will catch it on HBO. I'm gonna watch the Mayweather-Mosley replay. Of course, I'm gonna buy it, but I want to see the replay again and then watch the fight. It should be a good fight. Two Saturday fight nights in a row. Very good. Well, actually, 3. April and early May has just been crazy. Really good for boxing fans. One thing that I have to say is that, like I said, with that being said about Cintron just not relying on power, hopefully he uses the ring to his advantage. Paul Williams, I don't know why he tries to rely on his volume punching a lot, but then it wins him, and that's how you get on points, and that's how you lose against Paul Williams, because he just throws so many damn punches. It's kind of like you get flustered with him, and then by the 12th round, he's landed shitload of punches, and he wins by decision. That can happen. Cintron has to be smart. I understand that he's a power punching Puerto Rican, and he's kind of, I don't want to say, it's back. I was gonna say he's kind of like Tito Trinidad, but he ain't no Tito Trinidad. But he tries to emulate that sometimes, and that's gonna be really wrong. Hopefully, it comes into this fight smart, and his trainers don't kind of convince him that they can knock out Williams just because he got knocked down in the first round against Martinez. He knocked down Martinez knocked out Williams because he didn't see the punch coming. You heard the cliche, the hardest punch is the one you don't see coming, and that's because Martinez was smart in that fight, and that's what Cintron needs to be, is smart. And he has improved to me that he only proved to me a little bit in that Angulo fight, but hopefully this fight comes out a lot just like the Angulo fight. He tries to outbox him, which isn't going to be hard, and I don't see it happening, but I think that's the only way he could win. So my prediction, Paul Williams defeats Kermit Cintron by, I want to say, 7th or 8th round stoppage. He's just getting hit flush with nasty shots on the chin, even body shots, and the referee stops the fight. But nonetheless, it will be an exciting fight for the early rounds. I do get the feeling like Kermit Cintron is going to stand toe-to-toe with this guy and try to beat him, but hopefully that's not what happens, and he fights smart, like I said. So May 8th, the Saturday after Mayweather-Mosley, coming up in the weeks at the Home Depot Center on HBO. Should be a good fight. This is Williams' 3rd time fighting at HBO. At the Home Depot Center. And like I said, it should be an exciting fight. Hopefully you guys catch it. You catch the Mayweather-Mosley replay, and then you catch this fight. It should be really good. April and early May has been good to us boxing fans, so hopefully check us out. And again, feel free to post comments, video responses, convince me otherwise. It's all good, alright? Peace.